guys, welcome to our channel. So today we're going to be reading 4 horror stories. So let's get started. The first one is called Don't Look Back. A young woman is driving home from work late one night when she noticed the car behind her flashing their headlights. The woman is about to pull over to see what is the matter when she remembers being told never to pull over like that in case the person in the car behind was a bad guy. Putting her foot down a little, the woman tried to pull further away, but the car continued to follow her. Finally, she called her parents, asking them to be waiting outside for her when she pulled into the drive, in case the car followed her all the way home. When she pulls into the drive, there are her parents waiting for her, and the following car pulls in directly behind her. The door of the following car bursts open, and the man leaps out screaming, "Get out of the car!" The woman jumped out and looked back to see a man with a knife on her back seat. The following driver had seen the outline of the man and had been trying to warn her.
Okay, the second story is called Not the Easter Hunt You Were Thinking of. A mental hospital in Virginia was unpopular with the local community because they felt it put them in danger and damaged the local tourist trade. The asylum was closed in 1904, but a bus transferring residents to a new facility crashed, and some of the patients managed to escape into the surrounding woodlands. All but 2, Marcus Loster and Douglas Griffith, were quickly found, and as the hunt for the pair intensified, people in the community began to find the skinned corpse of rabbits dumped on the ground and hanging from trees. These actions were thought to be Griffith, who was committed to the hospital after killing his wife and children on Easter Sunday while he was dressed as the Easter Bunny. Loster was finally found, or rather his body was, in the same condition as the rabbits. His skinned corpse was discovered hanging from a tree by the entrance to a tunnel under a bridge. Griffin was tracked down but ran in front of a train as police pursued him, and locals still see him running through the tunnel and across the railway tracks, skinning knife in his hand and bunny costume soaked in blood.
So the third story is called Pretty Pictures in the Wild. A young couple was out hiking the wilderness when they realized they had walked much further than they had originally intended and would not be able to make it back to their vehicle before it got dark. Fortunately for them, it was not to a remote area, and they had passed a few cabins that were shut up until the summer and a few that had fallen into disrepair. The couple did not want to break into an apparently used cabin, and they decided to bed down for the night in one that was intact with a roof but which had an open door and looked abandoned. There was still some basic furniture inside, a couple of wooden chairs, a bed frame, and a table. So the couple was able to make themselves fairly comfortable for the night. The only unpleasant thing about the cabin was that the walls had a number of paintings of strange-looking people, all made to look like the eyes were following you as you moved. The pair managed to ignore them after a while and settled down to sleep. In the morning, they looked and discovered there were no paintings on the wall, only windows.
Okay, so the last story for today is called Viva Las Vegas. A couple booked into a suite in a plush Las Vegas hotel, planning to spend a week gambling, eating at the buffet, and lazing by the pool. When they were unpacking, the husband noticed an unpleasant smell and called the front desk. The hotel offered them a free meal while the room was reclaimed, and the couple happily accepted. After their meal, the pair went into the casino, gambling until the early hours, and returned to their room falling asleep, exhausted on their bed. The next morning, the smell was stronger still, and the hotel said they would deep clean the room while the couple was out for the day and only charged them for 3 of their 7 nights. They agreed to this, but when they returned that night, the smell was even worse, and they decided to try and see for themselves from where was the smell coming. When the husband stripped off the mattress to check if something had been spilled on it, he accidentally knocked it from the base, and the smell was so thick he was almost sick. He looked down into the cavity under the bed and found a decomposing body, realizing that they had slept above the night before. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want more, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and do tell us in comments what do you guys think about it. Until next time, bye.